Good afternoon, students. So today the topic we are going to discuss is packing efficiency. Okay. So in the previous class, I was talking about the how atoms are packed in a crystal. So let us take an example. This is first row. Atoms are packed as close as possible because in solid state atoms are closely packed. Now when I go to the next row, so there is an option that I can go in the same order how it is in the first row. This you call it as AA type of arrangement. Okay, this is called as AA type of arrangement. So the second row following the same order as the first row. Now you can see big diamond shaped voids or space available between the two rows. Okay, so now when I go to the next layer, okay, when I go to the, so this you call, when we go to the next layer, the second layer first ball is placed over the first layer first ball and so on. This gives rise to simple cubic system. That's what I'm going to see first, the packing efficiency in simple cubic system. This gives rise to simple cubic system. Okay, now the second choice what I told you, first layer is going to be AA type. Next when I go to the second layer, okay, the first ball of second layer can be placed in the gaps between the two atoms, okay, in the gaps. So this gives rise to one more type of arrangement. This is nothing but body centered cubic system. So the first layer is going to have AA type of arrangement, and the second layer balls, the atoms or spheres are going to occupy the space provided in between the atoms present. So this gives rise to body centered cubic system. We have one more type of arrangement. We'll just see that. First layer, first row, quite similar. Now when I go to the second row of the first layer, then I have a chance that I have a choice that let me move the first atom little inner. Okay. Now you can see the bigger diamond shaped void, we call it as void space, is reduced to small triangular shaped space. Able to see that small triangular shaped space. Now the second layer first ball is kept in the gaps present in the first layer. So this gives rise to AB type, that is A row and then B. This row is going to be a little different, so we got AB type and then the second row. This gives rise to most efficient packing, that is nothing but face centered cubic system. So these are the three cubic system what we are going to discuss today. There is primitive systems, okay, so this is cubic, simple cubic, primitive unit cells we are going to discuss today. Packing efficiency, how efficiently the atoms are being packed. Okay, so we'll continue into today's class. There is packing efficiency, three derivations. Exam point of view is really important and is going to be simple also. Please follow it, write and practice. That will really help you. Okay, so first we'll start with simple cubic. You can just see the diagram over here. So simple cubic, atoms are present in the corner. You have to remember what we learned in previous class. Okay, in simple cubic, atoms are present in the corner and atom present in the corner touch each other. You can just see this atom is touching this atom. Okay, if R is going to be the radius of one atom, so the total side A is going to be 2R. You can go like it, right? The total side edge length is going to be A and we keep it as 2R. So we'll go over here. What is packing efficiency? That is total space occupied by spheres in the unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell into 100. So this gives you packing efficiency. Okay, so let us consider a cube with an edge length A. That's what I already told you. Edge length is going to be A. Okay, so volume of cube, you know, side into side into side is going to be A cube. Volume of cube is A cube. Now let R be the radius of the sphere. Already we have discussed R is going to be radius of the sphere. Okay, so when A is equal to 2R, then what is R? R is equal to A by 2. You understand? What is R? A by 2. Next, volume of sphere with radius R. Now we are going to talk about volume of sphere. That is unit cell first. Now we will talk about volume of sphere. So the formula for volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi R cube. What is R? A by 2. Substitute in this equation. So 4 by 3 pi R becomes A by 2 the whole cube. So when you bring the cube inside, you know what happens? That is 4 and here we have 2 into 2 into 2, that's going to be 8. Okay, so 2 into 2, 4, 4 gets cancelled. So what's left out here? 2 is left out here. So 3 2s are 6, and then we have pi a cube. So this is going to be volume of, that is volume of sphere with radius r. So volume of one sphere is going to be pi a cube by 6. In a simple cubic system, how many atoms contribute to one unit cell? This is going to be 1. Hope you remember the calculation what we learned. That's what the next topic, the next continuation is. In a simple cubic, number of spheres belonging to unit cell is going to be 1. Okay, so now you just see total volume occupied by spheres in a simple cubic, that is total number of atoms per unit cell into volume occupied by one sphere, that's equal to 1 into the whole thing. Okay, so now what is packing efficiency? The formula is total volume occupied by space in unit cell by volume of unit cell. So what is total volume occupied by unit cell? Total volume occupied by space in the unit cell, that is pi a cube by 6. What is the volume of unit cell? That is going to be a cube. Volume of cube is going to be a cube. So you divide this, you can just see here, divide this into 100, a cube gets cancelled. So what is the value of pi? 3.14 into 100 divided by 6, and that will give you 52.31 percentage. Okay, so the packing efficiency of simple cubic is going to be 52.31 percentage. Then what about the remaining space? In 100, out of 100 only 52 is occupied. What about the remaining space? Is going to be empty. So this gives rise to very poor packing efficiency, and this is the reason very few crystal exist in nature following simple cubic system, because most of the space is empty, and the intermolecular attraction is also going to be minimum for simple cubic than compared to body centered and face centered. Okay, so important steps here. What we do, first we find a value for r. Okay, step 1, find a value for r, that is radius, and then step 2, find volume occupied by one sphere. Okay, step 3, find total volume occupied by all the spheres in the unit cell, and then step 4, go for packing efficiency. Follow these 4 steps, the derivation is going to be as simple as possible. Okay, so next we'll continue with body centered cubic system. Body centered cubic system. Okay, for body centered cubic system you can just see, so this is a diagram. The diagram talks about how it has been occupied. Okay, now you just see atoms present in corner do not touch each other. You can see the space between them. Atoms present in the corner do not touch each other, but all the atoms in the corner do touch the atom present in the center. Okay, this is the pink color. Okay, pink color space called atom present in the body center. So all the atoms in the corner do touch the atom present in the center. Okay, now if A is going to be the edge length, A cube is the volume of cube already we have seen here, and let us mark A, B, C, D. Okay, and E, F, G, H. Now we connect A and C, and we connect A and G. Okay, so now we'll just see body centered cubic system. In triangle ABC, first we'll start seeing ABC, A, B, and then C. In this triangle, using Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. If I take square, that's it becomes square root AB square plus BC square. So what is AB? AB stands for A. So AB square is A square. And what is BC? Again A is going to be A square again. So the answer will be square root of 2A square. Then what is AC? Take A out, root 2 into A. Is it okay? Root 2 into A. So now AC is going to be root 2 into A. Already it has been mentioned in the diagram here, root 2 into A. Now let us take the next triangle AGC or ACG. Let us take triangle ACG. Okay, in triangle ACG, AG square is equal to AC square plus CG square. AC square plus CG square gives you AG square. Okay, take square root that side. A square, that's it becomes square root. And what is AC? Already we have found root 2A. Substitute over there plus A. So if you take square inside, root 2 into root 2, 2. And A square plus A square gives you 3A square. So therefore AG value is going to be root 3 into A. Okay, so AG is going to be root 3 into A. Okay, so now what is AG actually? See, I told you all the atoms in the corner touch atom in the center of the body. Okay, all the atoms in the corner touch atom center of the body. Then if this is going to be r, okay, this is going to be radius of this sphere. And what about this length from here to here? What about this length is going to be diameter of the body centered atom. That's going to be the diameter of the body centered. Diameter nothing but 2 into radius. So I can take it as 2r. And what about this length? That is also going to be radius of the next atom. So the total length is going to be 4r. R, 2r plus 2 plus r gives you 4r. So total length is equal to be 4r. So age is nothing but 4r. Age is nothing but 4r. Already we have value for age is equal to root 3a. You are going to equate this equation. From this you can find what is r. Okay, so r is equal to root 3a by 4. As I told you, 4 steps. What is the first step? Find the value for r. Okay, now what is step 2? What is the volume occupied by one sphere? We are going to find what is the volume occupied by one sphere. Okay, so volume of sphere with radius r is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. What is r? Root 3a by 4. Substitute over here and then simplify it. I have simplified, you can see over here. So root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into a cube by 4 into 4 into 4. Now 4 and 4 gets cancelled. You can just see here 4 and 4 gets cancelled. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 3 and this 3 gets cancelled. What is left out? Pi is left out. Root 3 is left out. A cube is left out by 4 into 4. So it becomes 16. This is what I have worked out over here. This is volume occupied by one sphere. Okay. So what is step 3? Step 2. You are going to find out total volume occupied. Okay. So total volume occupied in a body centered cubic system is going to be 2. We saw the calculation. Okay. Atom in the body centered contribute 1. Atom in the corners contribute 1. Total is going to be 2. So total volume occupied by sphere in the BC is equal to this value into 2. So they get cancelled 8. So this is the total volume occupied by spheres in the unit cell. Okay. So last step, step number 4, packing efficiency. So what is the formula? Packing efficiency. Total volume occupied by sphere in the unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell into 100. So what is total volume occupied? This value, root 3 pi a cube by 8 by total volume of the unit cell. Volume of the unit cell is going to be a cube, again same. So a cube gets cancelled. So root 3 into pi into 100 by 8. So value of root 3 is 1.732 into pi is going to be 3.14 into 100 divided by 8. This will give you 68%. So the packing efficiency of body centered cubic system is going to be 68%. So it's going to be occupying more space than simple cubic system. Okay. So next we'll pass on to face centered cubic system. We'll pass on to face centered cubic system. Okay, what are the 4 steps I told you to follow? Calculate radius r. Then calculate volume occupied by one unit cell. Step 2. Step 3. Calculate the volume occupied all the step 2, volume occupied by one sphere. Okay, step 2 is volume occupied by one sphere. Next, step 3, calculate the volume occupied by all the sphere in a given unit cell. Step 4, find packing efficiency. So these 4 steps if you follow, the derivation is going to be so easy for you. Okay, next we'll start with face centered cubic system. First you will see the diagram here. You can just see the diagram here. Okay, so atoms in the corner do not touch each other. Atoms, you can see the space in between. Atoms in the corner do not touch each other, but all the atoms in the corner do touch the atom in the face center. So you can see the 3-dimensional picture. They touch the atom in the face. Okay, so when they touch the atom in the face, you can just see, we'll take this triangle ABC. Okay, so you can just see this atom touches this and then touches this. So I draw a line over here, and this is the R radius of this atom, and this is the R radius of that atom, and in the center we have a full atom. So its diameter is nothing but 2r. So what is the total length? 4r. R plus 2r plus r gives you 4r. The total length is going to be 4r. Okay, so first step is to find the value for r. You know the edge length again same, A and then A. So first we'll take triangle ABC. Using Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So what is AB square? Obviously A. Okay, a square is going to be square root of 2a square. So what is AC? Square root of 2 into a. Okay, so now AC already we know 4r, substitute value of AC over here. So 4r is equal to square root of 2 into a. Okay, so when you substitute this, what is the value for r? 4 goes down, square root of 2 into a by 4. So this is the value of r. So we have finished the first step, finding a value for r. Step number 2, what is the volume occupied by one sphere? Okay, volume occupied by one sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So what is the value of r? Root 2a by 4. Substitute over here and simplify it. Okay, so root 2 becomes root 2, root 2, root 2. So these 2 becomes 2 actually, and I have cancelled 4 to make it 2. And here this 4 gets cancelled. What is left out? Root 2 a cube pi in the numerator. 2 4s are 8. 8 3s are 24 in the denominator. So this is the volume occupied by one sphere. So what is the total number of atoms present in a face-centered cubic system? It is going to be 4. 1 atom total in the corner and 3 atoms total in the face-centered. You remember the calculation? So in a face-centered cubic system, the number of spheres belonging to a unit cell is 4. So total volume occupied by spheres in FCC is equal to 4 into volume occupied by one sphere. So 4 into root pi root 2 a cube by 24. So if you cancel this, you will be getting 6. So this is the volume occupied by total spheres in a unit cell. So what is step 4? Finding out packing efficiency. What is the formula? Total volume occupied by spheres in the unit cell divided by volume of unit cell into 100. So what is the total volume occupied space in unit cell? This is the value. I substitute over here. And what is the volume of unit cell? A cube. Already we have calculated into 100. Now a cube here gets cancelled. Pi square root of 2 into 100 by 6. 3.14. Root 2 is nothing but 1.414 and into 100 divided by 6. So if you calculate this, the value is going to be 74. And this is the most efficient packing among the three. It occupies 74% of the volume present in a given unit cell. And the intermolecular force will be maximum in this particular unit cell. So many crystals in nature exist in face-centered cubic system. So boys, I request you to write and see these derivations, very important exam point of view. Thank you.